Hello, Attorney Lee Marvin, and today I would like to discuss Social Security cards, okay? Everybody needs them. Everybody wants them. How do you get them? How do you replace them if you lose them? What do you do? What is it all about, okay? So, first of all, who needs a Social Security card? So, people who need to file taxes, no big surprise, need a Social Security number to file taxes. There's other ways to file taxes, but we're talking about Social Security today, okay? So other people who need a Social Security number are people that need to start a job. You need a Social Security number to go into all your new employer paperwork. If you need to open a bank account, you need a Social Security card. If you are applying for a loan at the bank, you need a Social Security number. If you need to get a passport, you absolutely need a Social Security number. Or to claim certain types of government benefits. Usually that's federal benefits and not necessarily state, although state may require it too. And when I say Social Security card, I actually mean Social Security number. I don't know any organization or any application that actually requires the card. They just want the number because they correlate it with your name and your personal identification information, PII. So it's really the number that we're talking about, okay? So who can qualify for a Social Security number? U.S. citizens, obviously, can qualify for them. Legal permanent residents or other individuals who have papers or documents through immigration to be given the permission to work can get a Social Security number. So we're talking U visas, we're talking DACA, we're talking foreign workers, international students also can qualify for Social Security numbers, okay? How do you get one? How do you get one the very first time? And how do you get one if you need to replace a card? Well, the very first time you get a Social Security number in the United States usually is when you're born, okay? So at the hospital staff will help you. Basically, they'll do it for you. They will fill out the right application. They will include all the information with the hospital to show when you were born. And they will apply for a Social Security number for you, okay? Otherwise, you can go in person to a local office or SSA, which is Social Security Administration office, or you can go online and apply or download the app and mail it. There's lots of ways to do it, but the bottom line is you have to go to the government to get that information to fill out properly to provide to them, okay? So the easiest is ssa.gov, Social Security Administration.gov. Has a lot of good information and a lot of links that make it very easy to go through this process. So check that out first. Instead of having to go in person, I would just go online, okay? So when applying for Social Security cards, the most important stuff is proofs, evidence, documents showing that you have the right to do it. That's the key with applying for this sort of document from the government. So what documents do you need to get a brand new card or a replacement? A lot of it's the same. You need to prove your identification. And they ask for two forms of proof. So any one of these will work, but you need two, okay? So make sure that you have two of these. Birth certificate, okay? Passport, an employee ID, a school ID, a health insurance card, U.S. military ID card. So basically anything that's issued by an organization in the United States that shows your basic information and preferably your photo is what Social Security is going to want to prove who you are, okay? They have to be unexpired, okay? So if your ID expired 3 years ago, it's not going to work, okay? So you need to have unexpired information, and it's pretty easy to get replacements for that sort of stuff, okay? how to change your Social Security after you were married or after a name change. So there's different times in people's lives where they actually change their names, more so in the United States than other cultures and other countries, okay? There's maiden names and married names. So a lot of people in the United States take the name of their married spouse, the last name, okay? So after you do that, you need to replace a lot of your official government documentation to reflect your new name, okay? It doesn't have to be a marriage though, because people change their names for various reasons, and there's different ways to do it. So marriage certificate obviously is the easiest. A divorce is another time that somebody changes their name, okay? So in a divorce, the divorce decree, the divorce paperwork, the judgment of divorce, it actually mentions, okay, this now is my new name. This is going to be the name in the future, okay? That document is an official document that is issued by the court to show an official name change, okay? That's an example of a document that you can use to prove a name change, okay? Certificate of naturalization, one of my favorites. If you get naturalized, you have the right at that point in your life to change your name, okay? So it doesn't have to be a marriage. It can be any name. It could be your first name. It could be your last name. You can completely change everything about your name at the time of your naturalization, okay? Proof of that, the certificate with your picture, is what you're going to need to show that you change your name for purposes of the Social Security number, okay? The court process is another way to change your name. So it's not necessarily a divorce. You actually petition the court to recognize a name change. It's a very technical and somewhat elaborate process for a name change in the court system, but that is an official way to show the government, to show the world that your name has officially been changed for all purposes, okay? So that document, that court order, is what you need to show that your name has changed. Again, go online. You don't need a lawyer for this, okay? We've done this before for clients, but you really don't need a lawyer to do this. You just need the right documents. Watch this video several times if you need to. Go online, click the links. Again, the SSA.gov, the Social Security Administration, not to be confused with the Selective Service Administration. Social Security is what we're talking about. So go on there, follow the links, go in person. If you're confused, you just have to wait in line probably, but all the information that you will possibly need can be available online or in the local office. Again, call us, subscribe to us on YouTube, our social media outlets. Give us a call. We'd love to help you with this or in any immigration-related matter. We're here for you with questions. Have a nice day.